Jon, could you talk a little bit about not their offense, but your counterpart on the other side? Obviously, Tyson, who's been with you for a long time and now in second season there, and just the mutual respect you guys have.
Yeah, we've worked together a long time. Our years here are 2 years at Toledo. He had played football for my brother and had coached for my brother. Their relationships really tight, and so we go back a long ways. Obviously went to the same university, same college, and and I'm not surprised. They're playing great football, playing great defense, and it's not shocking to me. He's done a great job there.
And Sorsby for them seems like he's always been good, but it seems like he's taken a step to a different plane this season in terms of his ability to hurt teams with both ways with his legs and his
he's
arm.
playing at a really high level. I think one of the guys in our room commented he's been the offensive player of the week, I think, a couple times in our conference already in just a handful of games. So he's playing at a really high level. Got a great offensive line in front of him. They're playing well together right now. They've documented they've been playing great. Skilled guys, running back. So they've got a lot of folks. The tight end's an incredible player. He's playing at a really high level. Got a lot of people around him playing at a high level, and that's why they're having success.
Coach, I'm wondering if you could just kind of take a big picture step back and kind of evaluate where you feel like the defense is at through this portion of the season.
I thought we took some good strides the other night. I felt like situationally, I think coming off the bye, that was a long stretch, I think, for our whole team. And I think what those guys were able to accomplish during that long stretch was really good. I think they really went to work in the bye week. I think we improved in some situational football last week. There's still some areas in the run game, in the throw game we still have to get better at, and our guys will continue to work at it. But, I think we've played some really good football, we've played some average football, and we've played some not so good, and we've got to continue to keep pushing it to playing really good football if we're gonna have some success here.
And what's the biggest thing that changes without Jeremiah Cooper?
Depth is the one thing. I mean, you lose, from a football standpoint, you lose the depth, obviously. You lose the person, probably most importantly, you lose the person and the leadership. I mean, that's probably one of the biggest keys. He's a guy that's been around here in this program forever, been in these hallways, been in meetings, been on that practice field. So he's glue around here. So you miss that first and foremost, but you lose a really good player. And then obviously then all of a sudden your depth of nickel and dime and all the different things that go on. So we've had to move some guys around. We'll continue to do so and we'll work ourselves through.
Looked like you had McDonough mostly or maybe exclusively playing third down in passing situations. Is that going to be his spot for a while, or is that injury related for him?
Yeah, I think we're just working through how he's feeling and all that stuff. It was great to have him out there. He's been practicing, and we're just trying to be smart about what we're doing with him. I think he did a great job. Went in there, was fresh, healthy, did a great job for us. So we'll continue to see where it's all at as we work through it. But third downs for sure.
Is that? I mean, obviously, I think you'd want him out there as much as he could be. Yeah. But to have a fresh guy come in that kind of situation, is there a benefit there?
Yeah, there's a huge benefit, and especially a talented guy. A fresh, talented guy. So it helped us out a bunch last week.
Along the defensive line as well, Jace Gilbert, I think, played more than 40 snaps for you guys the last 2 weeks. What has he done to earn opportunity?
Just worked at his craft, kind of growing up, maturing. And again, I think for some of the guys that, the Ireland trip, the prep this summer, all the work that got done for 8 straight weeks there, I think those guys really were kind of forced to grow up fast. And he's paying some of the dividends, for now because that all had to happen really fast. And now got an opportunity to play the other night, played 40 snaps, played well. And he'll continue to get better. He's a young guy that has great attitude, got great motor, really sharp. And, he's just a young guy yet, though.
I believe he has about 10 pressures this season. What have you seen from his pass rush ability over the last
he's
couple
athletic.
weeks?
I mean, that's one of the first times I had seen him on football film, but I had watched him play basketball. And really athletic, ran the court, all that stuff. So he has the ability to run and move. And, again, he's just learning the process of pass rushing and how to use his hands and feeding hands at the same time and, all the different protections and those kind of things that happen to him. But he's doing good. He's doing really good.
What has Carson Wilich's return meant for the linebacking group, and what are your thoughts on what he's brought to the table so far?
Yeah, I think the key with Carson is the same. He's just been in this program. He's kind of that rooted glue around here. Like he's a guy that brings juice all the time. He loves being in this building. He loves being in the locker room with the team. And then when he plays football, he plays with a lot of effort and attitude. And it just gives you some energy. And a veteran player. I mean, some experience as well.
It seems like Caleb and Cooper were kind of constants at linebacker, and then that third linebacker was kind of rotated. What is the strategy? What do you look for? Is it like certain situations? What do you do when picking personnel for that?
Yeah, I think a little bit of everything. You kind of answered. It's a lot of different things that happen. Situational football, who's playing really well. You'd like to play a bunch of guys in there, to be honest. I mean, you'd like to play as many guys as you can because it's a violent position. Playing linebacker in this conference is violent. Playing against really good offensive linemen, playing against quarterbacks that run the ball, the tailbacks, it's a violent game, and so you like to keep them as fresh as you can. So you're always looking to find more guys. We were able to get John Klosterman back a little bit last week. Will got some snaps in there. Zach Lovett. I mean, we're trying to play as many guys in there as we can. Again, with the concept of just trying to keep guys as fresh as we can and as healthy as we can for as long as we can.
Hey, Coach.
Yes, ma'am.
With the injuries last year, you went through the whole thing, linebackers injured, whatever else, and now it's happening to you again, but in the secondary. What have you learned from last year that you can take into?
That somebody's just going to have to carry the flag. You're going to have to pick it up and go. Like everybody's got to coach a little bit better. We've got to be a little more detailed. The players got to play a little bit better, and then the next guy up's got to carry the flag. And I think that's what really going through it a year ago showed our team. It is a team game, and it does take everyone. And one person doesn't define the team. Obviously, make their contributions, but you're playing a team sport. We need everybody, and everybody's going to have to play a little better, coach a little better, and I think, again, and the next guy up's going to have to carry the flag and do his thing. Like, we're going to have to go. And they got to get better and grow up fast. And nobody's feeling bad for us. Like, Cincinnati doesn't feel bad. Colorado down the road's not going to feel like nobody really feels bad for you. So you got to get yourself, pull your boots up and got to get going. So I think at first it was a little bit, but I think our guys now know, like, we've been here, done this, and we got to go. And they will. They will.